Hi everyone, this is Niki Rowland, and today I'm making a layout for Bramble Fox, and I'm using the beautiful June Fox box. I'm focusing on the little coloured tabs that say various different things. So we have in yellow PJ Day, Home and Noted, and in green we have Family, Virtual and Repeat. We also have two little houses that are frosted kind of turquoise colour, and I'm planning to use those as well. So that's what I'm aiming to use today, and I'm also planning to use a pattern paper for my background. I'm using that really pretty bird print. It's by Pebbles Hey Hello collection, and it's a really soft, pretty print, all in the same tone. But of course I do need an area of white space, so I have torn a large strip of white cardstock that will go across the bottom section of my layout. I've distressed the edges of the torn bits, and I've distressed the edges of the whole layout as well. I have 4 little photos, and my layout today is about doing the same thing over and over and over again for this lockdown period that we're all still in. So I'm just arranging my photos onto the layout. So they're just photos of kind of everyday life, really, just nothing and everything at the moment. I'm just arranging those in place. I'm mounting them onto pattern paper. I'm planning to have the yellow over on the left hand side and the green over on the right hand side. So I'm aiming to have my embellishments and my paper layers in the same kind of colours. So over on the left hand side we have the 3 yellow perspectives, and then I've mounted my photos onto yellow gingham paper and distressing the edges of those as well, and then I'm going to pull through some embellishment in yellow too. So over on the right I have got the green perspectives, and I'm mounting my photos on kind of green cardstock as well. Okay, so I've jumped a little bit here, and you can see that I've pulled out a few more bits and pieces from my stash to go with my clusters. So over on the left I have some fussy cut yellow flowers, and over on the I think I pulled out a sticker as well, like a large chipboard sticker too, in the same gingham print, and over on the right hand side I've got a couple of pieces of chipboard, and a piece of ephemera, and a chipboard flower and a green butterfly as well. So you can see how it's all kind of coming together in the tone on tone. I'm pretty happy with where my layout is, if you like. So my photos, I don't think any of the perspectives are definitely not stuck down yet. I can see how wonky they are. So I'm just going to get everything else stuck in place before I stick those down and commit to their position on the layout. So I'm just working out my clusters, adding, I love that little gold bow there, just adding that in. I feel that I need to join those 2 sections together, so the flowers are on the left corner and the bows on the right corner of that little cluster down on the left, and they need to be joined up a little bit. So I'll deal with that in a minute. So just getting my perspectives stuck in place now. I've added some silver thread on the right hand side, on the little square tab. It's a tag, it says Summer Blooms, and it's a little chipboard tag, and I've put silver thread around that before sticking it down. And then on the left I've put in some gold thread, because the gold thread goes well with the yellow and the silver thread goes well with the green. So I've gone crazy and got 2 different colours on the same layout. Okay, so I'm carrying on now. I think all my perspectives are now stuck in place. I've also added that little chipboard piece at the top that says Sunshine and Smiles, and I'm trying to get these houses in. I really love them. I liked the different colour from the middle of the 2 clusters. It kind of joined the 2 together, but I really want them to overlap, and of course perspectives don't overlap particularly well, but I think I'm going to go for it. So I leave them there for quite a while and don't commit to anything for a while, but eventually do get there. So I'm adding in a few die cut leaves over on the right. I've also cut out a few vellum leaves and flowers from a gold speciality sheet that's over on the left hand side. So I've just tucked a few flowers in there. Now I'm kind of working out the rest of my layout. So I've got the word virtual at the top there, those little tabs. And a chipboard star, and now I need to come in with a title. So I've decided that my title is going to be top right of the page, and it's going to be hashtag on repeat. So I just wanted something under it. So I was going to stick my thickers directly onto the pattern paper, but being a white print with kind of minty green pattern on it, that's the birds and flowers and things, I was worried the thickers wouldn't stand out particularly well. Even though they're a really bold font, I was just a little bit worried about that. So I have cut a strip of minty green paper that has a pattern on it, but it's more subtle, so it reads more of a solid. So I've then added that as a strip, and then I've put my thickers on top of that strip, and I've used hashtag on repeat ... which is my life at the moment, and probably everyone else's too. Okay, so I'm committed now. I'm going to stick that virtual down and use the green chipboard star there as well. I'm going to stick that in place too. Yeah, I'm pretty much happy with how things are looking. Just need to fiddle around a little bit more. So coming down to that bottom left cluster, adding some bits there. So I've added a little chipboard tab that says summer, and I have a sticker of a lemon. It basically is yellow, so it goes. And now I am committing to sticking those houses in place. So yeah, you can see I have overlapped them. In real life they are bulky. I am worried that they will come off, especially as I've not only overlapped them over each other, I've overlapped them over paper layers and a chipboard layer as well. So I've got some serious dimension going on there, and that's never good for embellishments that are not flexible. So if it was foam, it would be fine because it would move as the paper bent, but the perspectives and chipboard are sort of really solid, and they don't have much flex, so therefore they have a tendency to ping off. So I've used glossy accents to make sure that they do stay in place, and fingers crossed that they will. But if not, I'll just stick them back on, so not too much of a big deal. Okay, so I am just about to do my journaling, and I'm currently looking up on my phone the date of the photos. I think that's what I'm doing. Because I don't like to leave my layouts with no date, because then I forget to add the date, so that's always a problem. And then because when you come to file your layouts, if I don't have dates on my photos, I'm like, oh my goodness, where do I put them? So okay, just handwriting in my journaling now, with my really fine tip black pen I'm using at the top there. It's I decided to go for the black because I thought the grey would not show over the pattern, whereas the black, you can read it. It is definitely readable, so that's good. So I thought I would finish off with a few splatters of black Indian ink, just a few going along in the two clusters, and then I managed to get a tiny dot in the middle, which I was a bit annoyed about, but it's there now and I can't do anything about it, so I'm going to have to live with it. It's fine. Okay, so just blotting off the excess ink so that it doesn't bleed into my paper, and that's me done. So do check out the June Fox box. This month is fabulous. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. That was Niki Rowland for Bramble Fox.